Do you think you need a big team, big office, and some crazy infrastructure to start a business? Believe me, you're living under a rock if you're thinking that way. Today, there are people who are building multi-million dollar brands alone by being a solopreneur. And you can also build that by following my 10-step roadmap that I'm going to be sharing with you in this particular video. Hi, my name is Siddharth Rajsekar and I've built a multi-million dollar business from the comfort of my own home. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you two things. First, I'll talk to you about 16 different kinds of solopreneur business models that are there. And then I'll be unveiling my 10-step roadmap. The first solopreneur business model is building websites for others. You don't need to have a high infrastructure cost for this. As long as you have the skills to build websites on whichever tool that you're good at, you can start charging people 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20,000, 50,000, 1 lakh rupees, depending on your level of skill and expertise and your portfolio. The second kind of solopreneur business model is graphic design services, where you can design graphics for others. It could be ad graphics, it could be YouTube thumbnail graphics, it could be even logo graphic design or anything else that can uplift the brand image for your clients. The third kind of solopreneur business model is freelance copywriting services, where if you're good with words, you can write email copy, you can write ad copy, you can write sales copy to help them improve their business. The fourth kind of solopreneur business model is to be a social media manager, where you are managing all of their social media handles. Again, you can charge anywhere between 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 per month, depending on how many profiles you're going to be handling and the level of intensity of work that you're going to be putting into each of these profiles. The fifth solopreneur business model is to be a video editor. Today, there are so many requirements for video editing services, whether it is recording short videos like Reels or even recording videos like this on YouTube, long form videos. And the higher the skill that you have, the more you can charge per minute of editing that you actually do. The sixth solopreneur business model is to become a personal tutor for others. Whether you want to do personal tuitions for students or you want to teach music or piano or any other instrument as a one-to-one tutor with others, you can actually start this and you don't have to have big infrastructure office. You can just deliver this online. Personal tutoring can also go offline and you can even go home and teach people. The seventh business model is affiliate marketing, where you take other people's products and you promote it through blogs and articles and you make commissions out of it. It's the most hassle-free business model because you don't have to create anything of your own. You're only being the bridge to somebody who's looking for that particular product. The eighth solopreneur business model is event photography. You can take photographs for events like marriages, weddings, birthday parties, and multiple others and get paid per gig that you actually do. Again, you don't need a big office, no big infrastructure, only the skill of photography. And the more you're known, the more your brand is built, the more you can actually charge. And I'll come to that towards the roadmap towards the end because the brand building is an important component. The ninth solopreneur business model is to be an event planner for others. Many people want to run events, but they may not know how to plan the event like end to end. This is beyond just being a photographer, and you can even charge more for this as compared to just being a photographer, where you as an event planner can connect with photographers, with decoration artists, with sound and light guys, and put together and manage the entire event. And for this, you can do it on your own. You're the single person running the show, but you can work with multiple vendors. The 10th solopreneur business model is to be a life coach. Again, you don't need big office and infrastructure for this. All you need is the skill of coaching and hand-holding people through different stages in their life and whatever challenges that they're facing, using various life coaching tools to process their emotions and to help them get breakthroughs. I have many life coaches in my community. If you'd like to know more about that, there's a link in the description. You can go and check it out. Check out my webinar and learn more about how you can also go from one-to-one to one-to-many also. The 12th solopreneur business model is book writing services. It could be writing ebooks for others or even ghost writing books for others. So somebody may come and just share their book idea with you. You can just record a conversation with them on what they're looking forward to, and then you process that information, convert that into a book for others. So this is also a solopreneur business model that is pretty lucrative and many people get into this. The 13th solopreneur business model is to be a podcaster, where you start a podcast of your own, you launch it, and then as you're building an audience, there could be other brands that can approach you and they may want to advertise in your podcast. Like I've been listening to many podcasts on Apple and Spotify over the years. When these podcasts started off, they didn't have much traction and leverage. But today when I see they are endorsing many other brands, they are getting paid by other brands to even make a mention. And some of the biggest podcasters in the world today who are having multiple millions of downloads, they earn anywhere from $50,000, $60,000 per mention in their podcast. And this is just the beginning of this revolution. The 14th solopreneur business model is bookkeeping services for others. Meaning you're being an accountant. If you're good with finances, you want to track the numbers of other people, and everybody needs to manage their finances, whether they are working in a company or they are in a business. So you can manage your finances and make sure that everything is on track. And this you can do it from home. I mean, you don't need to have a big office and infrastructure. You can deliver this completely online as long as you are dedicated to your clients and you're able to maintain the confidentiality and they're very happy with your bookkeeping services. The 15th business model as a solopreneur is taking it a little further, is more to do with tax planning. So if you're good with tax planning, GST filing and stuff like that, you can run this completely as a solopreneur business model. As long as you're qualified to do this, you know the process, you know the laws of the land, and you're able to deliver a great customer experience for your clients to not only save tax but also giving them ideas on how they can improve their portfolios and how they can manage their money in a better way, that will add a lot of value and that can be delivered as a solopreneur. That's an awesome one. And the 16th kind of solopreneur business model is something which is very unique, which is pet care. Many people have pets at home and they may want somebody to come and take care of it. And I know some of my friends who have pets at home, they find it very difficult when they're traveling or anything else, when they're moving out. That's a huge opportunity area over there. If you love pets and if you've worked with animals and you want to make that into a business model, you can do that on your own and charge per hour depending on how many pets that you want to take care of every single month. So till now, I just shared with you the 16 different types of solopreneur business models, and you can take many. I mean, I just shared 16 that was in my mind, but if there are any more, I would like you to type in the comment box, what else do you think are business models for solopreneurs? Type in the comment box right now and I'll read your comments and I'll respond to your comments. I want to know what other types of solopreneur business models. Awesome. Thank you so much for participating in the comments. If you have not done so, please participate and I want to actually create that interaction with you over here. Now let's get into the 10-step roadmap. This is the main part of this video. I would like all of you to take notes and understand that irrespective of which of these business models you pick, these are the 10 steps that you need to keep in mind for you to launch successfully and also grow successfully. Step 1 is set up a business entity. Whether it's just a basic MSME or a GSC or whatever is the law of the land, before you start a business, it's important that you set up the entity and then start running your business from day one. Because if you treat this like a business, it'll treat you back like a business. If you treat this like a hobby, it'll treat you back like a hobby. So be compliant from day one. That is the first step. The second step is you can build a website of your own for free. There is a website called doric.com. There's a link in the description. If you go to sidz.co/DORIK, you can go and check out this and build a free website of your own where you don't need to have any coding skills. They have many templates over there. Choose the templates, just launch your website. It's not going to cost you much. You can even do it for free. And once you launch your website, we'll move on to step number 3, is to open up a bank account. Open up a bank account and on the website have all of your terms and conditions, privacy, policy, all of that stuff in place, because when you're setting up a bank account and when you're starting to connect with payment processes, which is the next step, all of these are important factors. Once you've set up a bank account, step number 4 is set up your payment gateway systems. You can use InstaMojo, Razorpay. There are so many other platforms that are there. Once you've set up your payment gateways, then you can embed those payment links on your website if you want to collect payments over there so that business can start running. Step number 5, launch a YouTube channel, just like how I have a YouTube channel, and start educating your audience. Whatever may be your topic, you can start talking about that topic. You can start talking about how things are done. So if you're in the graphic design space, you can talk about what are the ways to do good graphic design. If you're in the personal tutoring space, talk about what are the benefits of personal tutoring. If you're in the life coaching space, talk about what is the importance of processing emotions. So whatever is your core topic of your solopreneur journey, is make sure that you start recording and publishing at least 2 videos per week to connect with an audience and to start building an audience around your particular topic, so people know you that you're an expert in that space. And in the description of your YouTube, give a link to your website where people can book an appointment or they can contact you. You can even give a WhatsApp number or a WhatsApp community link so that people can join that community, so you can nurture them further and get clients from there. And that leads me to step number 6, start getting clients. Now, how is the client acquiring process? Is when you get inquiries, set up a one-to-one with them, understand what are their requirements, and then you give them, your proposal on what your service charge is going to be, and then close the deals. Step number 7 is once you start getting clients and they're coming into the system, see if you can improve your process, improve your client servicing process, improve your customer acquisition process, improve your sales conversion process, and see if you can improve the small areas once you start getting in clients into the system, because then the newer clients will be coming after that will have a better customer experience. Step number 8, once you start getting these clients and once you start to see the cash flow coming in organically, start running Facebook ads and turn on the switch on the ads so that you can accelerate the client acquisition process, where you need to hit a bandwidth very fast. Because if it's a solopreneur business where you're providing a service to others, you need to really get to that cash flow mode super fast, and you can reinvest in ads and accelerate the number of clients getting into your system. Step number 9 is increase your revenues. When you're increasing your revenues through more clients coming in, this is the time that you can start thinking of building a team. Like in my case, when I started, I was a solopreneur for the first 12 to 18 months, and then I hired one general manager of operations, just one person who could handle all the communication and everything else. So I still kept the team lean, and I was able to also scale it up without having to add too many team members on board, and I kept all of my team members virtual. Which leads me to the final step, which is reinvest your profits back into the business by building virtual teams and by building the brand of your business and by reinvesting into ads and customer acquisition. That's how you can grow. So you may start as a solopreneur, but the point here is if you want to really build a brand, you need to have a team. And you don't have to have a big team. You don't need to have an office. You can do it completely virtual in today's day and age. But these are the 10 steps. That's how you scale a business from solopreneur. You can still remain a solopreneur, but with virtual teams. I hope you found this useful. Please hit that like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because you'll get more videos like this from my side, and I'll give you a lot of ideas on how you can become successful from the comfort of your own home. Because for me, my top 3 values are freedom. I want to build a business that gives me freedom. freedom. 2 is family. I want to build a business that allows me to spend more time with my family. And service. I want to build a business that really inspires and impacts people, and I want to help people reach their goals. So if you're able to resonate with these 3 values, in my YouTube channel description, there's a link to my upcoming webinar. Please attend my webinar to know more of how to launch a system like this for yourself in the next few days, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Wish you all the best and catch you in the next video.